Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be Stalkerish behavior leads to rejection. I've got an email here from a viewer, but first, I got a great quote that I want to share with you from a world champion, former NFL Hall of Fame quarterback Joe Montana. And that's why I love studying successful athletes, the kind of athletes that achieve things that the average athlete only dreams about. And he says, winners, I am convinced, imagine their dreams first. They want it with all of their heart, and they expect it to come true. There is, I believe, no other way to live. So I got an email here from a viewer, and he says, hey, Corey, I met this nice girl at work, and we sort of hit it off. Things were pretty nice, but she said she didn't want to date anybody at work again because she had been more or less dumped by a coworker somewhat recently and wasn't interested in experiencing that again, to say the least. That's when you say, great, how about we not focus on dating? How about we just go out and have a drink and have a good time together? Because if we just go out and focus on having a great time together, then we don't have to worry about all the other drama-filled dating nonsense that you've done in the past. So when are you free to get together for a drink? You always want to have a better comeback. Because, especially like if a woman is like on a scale of 1 to 10, you're like in the 5 to 6 range, that's where she's going to throw up more resistance or throw out things like she just said here, because, talking about the last guy she dated from work that it didn't work out with, because she's really not too keen on the idea. Now, if she really has super high interest, she's not going to throw those things out there because she's not going to want to take the chance on discouraging you from wanting to go out with her. She's going to want to make it easy for you and go out of her way to let you know that she's into you. But obviously, this is indicative of a sign of a chick who's really not that crazy about going out with you in the first place. And so that's part of remaining objective, is being able to spot that stuff. So he says, however, I played it cool, so I thought, and we hung out on a break and whatnot, took lunch together a few times, and we ended up going out once to the movies. Now you're doing stuff like, because she said that, now you're kind of feeling guilty. You're probably trying to hide your interest in her a little bit. You're kind of a little apologetic for being sexually attracted to her. And so now, instead of going out and acting like her lover, now you're going out and acting like her gay male girlfriend by going to the movies and doing lunches. If you want to be her lover, do things her lover would do. If you want to become her friend with blue balls, then do things that only a friend would do. He says, I messed up and I put a lot of pressure on her to see me more often, and that really didn't go well. It never does. So things went from bad to worse in a short matter of weeks, where things were awkward at work and she wouldn't respond to a good portion of my texts. Also, a mistake I made by over-texting. It's like, yeah, you obviously acted like a stalker. That's just because your texting wasn't out of, hey, I want to see you, when are you free to get together? It was all basically you were looking for her to validate you emotionally. In other words, does she still care about me? Do I still have a chance with her? I do? Oh, okay, great. Then I'm significant and I matter and I have a chance of having real love. And it's like, so when people are in those situations, it's like everything's needy and they constantly need reassurance. And no matter how much you show that kind of a person that you love them and you care about them, it's never enough, because deep down they always doubt that eventually you're going to take your love away, just like someone or maybe someone in their family did when they were younger. And so they're literally emotionally conditioned to expect things to not work out or to go sideways. So he says, for a short while, things were great, and her body language suggested to me that she was into me a lot. She touched my arm a few times, played with her hair and stuff like this, and got really smiley when I said hi to her passing by. Finally, we had a little argument because I had over-texted her, and she told me at work to just stop. It's like, dude, if you're constantly texting a girl and you're so clueless to the point where she finally says, just stop, it's like, dude, come on, man, seriously. It's like, that shit doesn't work. The phone has one purpose, and that's for making dates. And so if you're not reaching out to make a date or return a phone call or a message from one that a woman's left you, then you shouldn't be reaching out to her, period. He said, I didn't understand everything that was going on then, but it's more clear to me now. And I walked away after we argued, and I threw down a cigarette I was smoking, and I think that really freaked her out. So she was talking, she's telling you this, and you threw down a cigarette. Yeah, she probably, on top of acting stalkerish, now you're getting angry, and now she's thinking, oh my God, you're like the dangerous stalker type. I mean, that freaks chicks out, dude. Women want to feel safe and comfortable. When you act this way, women will feel anything but safe and comfortable. He says, but I saw her at work for a few more weeks, and the last day I saw her, she was acting so weird, and I found out from a friend that she had gotten creeped out, and she thought I wanted to stalk her. I guess I could see why, but I thought it was a bit overboard. Well, I'd say you were a bit overboard, dude. He says, but that's the way she feels. It's like you got to accept responsibility that your behavior caused her to act that way. He says, so my deal is I was in the friend zone with this girl that really did it for me, and she stole my heart. Well, you've decided that she stole your heart. That's the meaning that you have assigned it. She didn't do anything. She just simply showed up, and you interacted with her, and you decided that you were going to give her your heart, and therefore when she didn't respond the way you wanted, then you suffer. He says, and when things were starting to slowly pick up, I screwed them up, and I know what you might say, though, that I definitely should move on and see other women. I'm trying, but it hurts now because I'm feeling like I have a really low self-esteem. The past does not equal the future, dude. The only reason that you're suffering is because now you are attached to an event that has come and gone in your life, and you can no longer do anything about it. The best thing you can do is, because this girl thinks you're a weird, creepy stalker, the best thing you can do is go out and find a really super hot chick who's crazy about you and all over you, and eventually then she'll come to work, and you'll go to lunch together, or she'll come to work and you go to happy hour together. She'll stop by to see you in the middle of the day because she's your girl, whatever. And then she's, this girl that you worked with, that you're so worried about what she thinks of you. Now she's going to see some really super hot chick showing up at work, and she's all over you, and she's going to think, oh, well, maybe I misjudged that guy. Maybe I was wrong about him, because obviously this really pretty girl wouldn't be with him if he was a wacko stalker. So that's the best thing you can do, is to focus on yourself and create something new, and chalk this up as a learning experience. It's what's done is done, dude. And the longer you hold on to it, the longer you stay attached to it, the more you're going to suffer. And like I said, the past does not equal the future. And it's just completely unnecessary to put yourself through the ringer because you can't do anything about it anyways. So he says, this girl was really a knockout, and she was everything on my list of things for a woman, but now she's with some funny looking dude and not me, and she thinks I'm a weirdo, creepy kind of guy. He says, I'm really not, so bro, what the hell do I do? Focus on you, meet somebody new, and create something awesome with this new girl, and eventually this other chick will see it. And what does it matter? It really doesn't, because it's all blown. You blew it up out of the water anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But what it will do is she might down the road go, oh wow, I guess I was wrong about that dude, and that will change her attitude. And who knows, maybe there'll come a point in the future where you'll be single again, and this girl from work will be single, and you get another shot. The best thing to do is to walk away and to never look back when you fucked a situation up, and make a personal commitment to yourself to never do that kind of crap again, because otherwise you're going to get the same kind of behavior. So if you need my help personally, if you've got a challenge or a situation that you're just kind of stuck with and you don't know what to do to turn around, whether it's a pickup issue, a dating issue, a relationship issue, or a quality of life, health, career, problems with your business, or you want to start a business, or you want to figure out your purpose in life, go to my website right now, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. And I will talk to you soon.